Good day, students. I am Sir Flor, and this is Learn High School Mathematics with Sir Flor. Our topic for today is all about solving quadratic equations by completing the square and using quadratic formula. This is a grade 9 mathematics. So here, this is our final part of this topic, and we will discuss to you about this. So the topic for this last part, or the last part of this topic, I mean, is the rational algebraic equations. So how do we define, or what is the definition of the rational equations? So let us discuss what do you mean by rational equations. When we say rational equations, or the equations that involve rational expressions, where the terms are in the form of P over Q, in which P and Q are polynomials, and Q cannot be equal to 0. So when we say rational equations, from the word itself, ratio, meaning this is comparison between two, uh, two quantities. So comparison of two quantities. Okay? And ratio can be converted into a fraction form. Okay? So when we say rational equations, this is an equation that contains fraction form. Okay? So in the form of P over Q, wherein the P and Q there are polynomials. And remember that the value of Q cannot be equal to 0. Why? So remember that Q should not be equal to 0. Why Q is not equal to 0? What happens when the value of Q should be equal to 0? So if Q is equal to 0, then the fraction or everything on that equation will become, or not must be, but will become undefined. Bakit po siya undefined? Kasi any number, let's say letter A divided by 0, or any number divided by 0, always undefined. That's why we have a certain rule that Q should not be equal to 0. Okay? I hope that you get this. Here are the steps to solve rational algebraic expression. Number 1, determine the domain of the equation by letting Q is equal to 0. This one. Okay? Doing so, you can identify the restricted values that are not solutions to the equation. So whenever you solve for the domain, let's say we have a domain. For example, uh, x minus 7 is not equal to 0. So you have to write this. You have to write this in this manner. But remember that whenever you find the domain, you have to focus only on their denominator. Na dun sa denominator na po iyon, ang kukunin nyo lang yung merong variable part. Pag meron kayong whole number na nakikita nyo doon sa denominator, please, huwag nyo lang isama ha. So, yung lang yung may mga variable lang ang kailangan ninyong ilagay doon sa domain. So, for example, kung ito po x minus 7 is nasa denominator, okay, nasa denominator siya, then you have to write this x minus 7 is equal to 0. Then, what we are going to do is, same process, yung parang equal sign, okay? Lilipat mo lang o itatranspose mo lang yung term para maiwan mo lang yung value nitong variable na ito. So, etong part na ito, ililipat mo lang yung 7 sa kabila. So, therefore, x is not equal to 7. Meaning to say, from this one, the domain is x such that x is an element of any real number, but and x should not be equal to 7. Kunwari lang. Meaning to say that your domain is any real number except the number 7 itself. Because if you replace the 7 there, for example, on the given a rational equation, then everything on your equation is undefined. Number 2, multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD to transform the rational equation to a quadratic equation. Remember that you have to find the LCD of both sides of the equation. So you have to know how to find out the LCD. Grade 8 mathematics po yan. Okay? So kung na-discuss yan ng grade 8 mathematics, sana matandaan niyo yung sa grade 9 ngayon. Number 3, simplify the equation and or write it in standard form. So may pagkakataon po na kailangan pong i-simplify, and then once na na-simplify niyo lahat ng terms na nasa right side, lilipat sa left side, and then you have to simplify para matranspose ito into standard form. And last two steps, solve the quadratic equation using any method. So you have to use any method or any quadratic equation method. It's either factoring, number 1, and number 2, completing the square, and number 3, quadratic formula. But I will suggest use quadratic formula. Kasi there are times that whenever you find the values of x, pwede siyang factorable or pwedeng non-factorable. Kaya I will suggest, again, use quadratic formula, which is in the form of x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of p squared minus 4ac over 2a. And number 5, based on the domain, you have to eliminate any extraneous roots. So once you find out the values of x, you have to check if your values of x is under that domain or the restriction itself. Pag nandun sa restriction na yun, ang tawag doon is extraneous roots. When you say extraneous roots, these are the root or the value of a variable that once you replace the value of a variable to the given equation, then this both sides should not be equal. So pag pinalitan mo yung value ng variable doon sa original equation, then lalabas doon hindi sila equal. So therefore, yung root na yun ay tinatawag nating extraneous root. So I will give you an example from this one. Let's find the domain and solve for the values of x. So first one, we have to find out for the domain. So let's us have an example. We have 4 over x minus 1 is equal to x minus 2 over 5. So again, from here, so what you're going to do is to find out the domain. So to find out the domain, you have to get only the denominator na mayroong variable part. At isa doon ay yung tinatawag nating x minus 1 lang ha, ito lang. Okay? So equate this, not equal to 0. So therefore, x minus 1 is not equal to 0. And then the usual way po natin is to transpose negative 1 to the other side of the equation. So this will become what? So this is x is not equal to 1. So kapag nahanap mo na yung value ni x dito, so to write down the domain, this is how you write the domain. X such that x is an element of any real number. Lagi nyo itong sisimulan. Itong x such that x is an element of a real number, and then x should not be equal to 1. So dito nyo isusulat yung x is not equal to 1 dito sa part na to. Tandaan ulit ha, sisimulan nito sa part na ito, and then semicolon, x, yung value ni x na naka-restrict doon. So therefore, dito sa part na ito, sinasabi na lahat ng values of x is any real number or any number, a positive, a zero, or a negative number, except 1. Okay? Kasi when you replace the value of 1 on this equation, everything must be undefined. Kasi pag ni-replace mo tong x na yan, so for example, Itong x na ito is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 4 divided by 0 is undefined. So pag nakuha na po natin yung domain, paki tanda po itong restriction na ito. So x is not equal to 1. So let us find out the values of x. So to find out the values of x, you have to find out the LCM or LCD. So our LCD here, since hindi naman magkaparehas, so therefore, ito yung LCD nila. X minus 1 times 5. Madali lang siya. And then what you're going to do first is you have to multiply this one. Divide this one by this one. Dun sa denominator itong denominator muna. Okay? So, x minus 1 times 5 divided by x minus 1. So, ang matitira dito sa part na ito ay yung mismong 5. Okay? 5 lang. So, isusulat ko dito. So, 5. Wait lang. Parang hindi nyo nakikita. Teka, burahin natin. I-block natin. Nakikita pa pag-block? Sige, tingnan natin ha. 5. Uy, kita. 5 times, liitan natin para mas mabilis. Kasi medyo nano tayo, no? Nag-open. So, 5 times, yung natira dun sa numerator, 5 times the numerator, which is 4, equals, dito, sa pangalawa, you have to divide this one, whole thing by 5. So, pag ang kakancel mo dyan ay yung 5. Ang matitira dyan ay ang x minus 1. Then, multiply by x minus 2. So, here we have x minus 1 times x minus 2. Ganun lang kasimple. And then, simplify. We have here 5 times 4, 20 equals. Then, dito sa part na ito, pwede kayong gumamit ng FOIL method. So, kapag FOIL method, first term muna. So, ito muna, first term. So, x squared. So, bakit naging x squared? Kasi x times x is x squared. Then, x times negative 2. Okay? X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Then, another negative 1 times x, which is negative x. And lastly, negative 1 times negative 2, which is positive 2. Then, simplify. So, to simplify this is 20 equals, we have here x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay? And then, ilipat dito yung 20 sa kabila. Okay? Sa kabilang side. Pwedeng sa left or sa right. Okay? So, dito, pupunta mo natin sa side kasi nandito na yung x squared tsaka yung x. So, therefore, we have 0 is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2. Tapos, yung 20, ililipat dito sa kabila. So, this is minus 20. Okay? So, this will become what? 0 is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 18. Or, you can rewrite this as x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals to 0. Then, you have to use the quadratic formula. So, ano ulit ang quadratic formula natin? So, we have here, saan yung ano ko? Ulitin natin sa quadratic formula. So, ang quadratic formula natin is x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay? So, alam naman natin yung ABC, no? So let's say we have to replace the values of a, b, and c here on this quadratic formula. So therefore, we have x is equal to negative of negative 3. Baka magtanong kayo, bakit negative of negative 3? Kasi ang b natin is negative 3. Then, plus minus square root of b squared. So, negative 3 squared minus 4 times, or multiply na natin, 4 times, ano yung a natin? 1. What is the value of c? Negative 18. All over 2 times 1. Then simplify. X is equal to 3 plus minus square root of 9 minus. So 4 times 1, 4 times 18. So let me check on the, no? So pag sinolve kong 4 times 18, so this will become negative 72. Okay? So, nasa na yung ano ko, mouse ko. Ayun. Negative 72. All over 2. Okay? So, our values of x will become 9 plus 72 is 8. 9 plus 72. That is 81. Tama ba ako? Tama ba pagkakaintindi ko? So, tama yan. So, 81. Wait lang ha. So, 81 yan, sigurado. Ah, 81. Kunwari, 81. So, saan ba yun? 3 plus minus, tama ba? 9 minus negative 72. Tama. That is, 9 plus 72 is 81, or square root of 81 over 2. And if you will simplify, x is equal to 3 plus minus 9 over 2. Then, if you will simplify this, what are the values of x? So, madali lang yan. 3 plus 9. Yung una dyan is 3 plus 9. So, 3 plus 9 is, sulat natin ha. So, x sub 1 is equal to 3 plus 9 over 2. And the other one is 3 minus 9 over 2. Pasensya na ha. So, 3 plus 9, which is 18 divided by 2. So, 18 divided by 2. Ilan kaya? So, 18 divided, hindi, not 18, sorry. 3 plus 9. Mali. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 divided by 2. Our first value of x, 12 divided by 2 is 6. And the other one, x sub 2, which is negative 6 over 2, or x sub 2 is negative 3. So here are the values of x, 6 and 3. Pero ang tanong, ito po bang x sub 1 at x sub 2, nandoon po ba sa restriction natin na x is equal? Nandoon ba sa restriction na x should not be equal to 1? Kung hindi po ito, kung wala tong negative 1, kung wala tong 1, I mean, kung kanina sa restriction natin, di ba, x such that x is an element of a real number, then x is not equal to 1. Kung mapapansin nyo, x is not equal to 1. Kapag meron na kayo nakita ditong x is equal to 1, then this is an extraneous root. Okay? Since wala namang x is equal to 1, then therefore, you cannot say that this is extraneous root. Therefore, kasama din siya sa values ng x. So, our domain is this one. Ito yung domain. Ito yung domain. Erase ulit natin. So, ito yung domain. So, ito yung domain. At ito yung values ni x. I hope that you understand this. Next example. On your own. Let's have p plus 3 over 2p is equal to p minus 4 over 2p plus p over 6 over 2. So I'll give you the time to solve. I'll give you 5 minutes to find out the domain and solve for the values of x. Then after, you have to play this video again. So kindly pause nyo muna. Pause muna. Then after that, we will answer this all together. Done already? So how will you solve this? Madali lang siya. Okay, so first one is to find out the what do you call this? You have to find out first the domain. Domain muna ha, domain. So ang napansin nyo lang is 2p lang, no? Ito lang, tsaka ito. Okay lang yan, isa lang naman yan eh. So therefore 2p is not equal to 0. So what is the value of p? So para mahanap mo yung value ni p, divide both sides by 2. So therefore p should not be equal to 0. So our domain is, okay, how will you write this in domain? Okay, x such that x is any real number or an element of a real number, then p should, no, not x pala, sorry, p such that p. Sorry na. So gumamit pala tayo ng variable p, so pasensya na po. So you have to use the value p. P such that p is an element of a real number and the value of p should not be equal to 0. So remember that the value of p should not be equal to 0 dahil kapag po tayo magsasolve tayo ng value ni p, dapat ang lalabas dyan ay ibang number other than 0. Next tayo. Okay, to solve for the values of p, of course, what you're going to do is you have to find out the LCM. Napakadali lang ng LCM nito. My goodness. Ang LCM po nito ay 2p. Okay? Kasi meron ka ng 2 dito, meron ka ng p dito. So, ang automatic, this is 2p. Okay? Now, to solve for the value of x, what we are going to do here is you have to divide this one. So, mag-orange ulit ako. Divide the resulting LCD to the denominator of this fraction. Ito. Then, same process. Divide this one by this one. Ito ang denominator. And of course, divide mo rin dito sa part na yan. So, first part, we have here 2p divided by 2p is 1. And multiply by 2 minus, you have to multiply by p plus 3. Sorry. So, since 1 times p plus 3, so automatic p plus 3 na lang yan. Okay? Huwag na natin lagyan ng times 1 kasi automatic. Equals 2p divided by 2p is 1. Since 1 times p minus 4, so therefore, automatic p minus 4. Times, no, plus pala, sorry. Plus, sorry na. Okay, plus. Meron ka ditong 2p divided by 2. So, 2p divided by 2, ang matitira na lang dyan ay p. Then, multiply by p minus 6. So, kapag ganito, ang gagawin mo is p times p minus 6. Okay? And then, you have to simplify. So, this will become what? P plus 3 is equal to p minus 4 plus p times p squared. P times negative 6, which is negative 6p. And this will become p plus 3 is equal to p squared. So, pagsamahin natin yung p at saka yung 6p, negative 6p. This is negative 5p minus 4. And then, you have to transpose to make this, what do you call this? Quadratic equation in standard form. So, this will become 0 is equal to p squared minus 5p minus p minus 4 minus 3. itong P tsaka 3 ha, ililipat sa kabila. So this will become 0 is equal to P squared minus 6P minus 7, or you can rewrite this as 0 is equal to P squared no, wait, not 0 equals. Sorry na. Or you can rewrite this as P squared minus 6P minus 7 equals to 0. So, after that, you have to use the quadratic formula. So, sabi ko nga, suggested ko quadratic formula. So, hindi ko na ipapakita kung ano yung quadratic formula. So, therefore, isusulat ko na dito, didiretsuhin ko na ha. Dapat memorize na ito. So, this will become what? X is equal to negative of negative 6 plus minus square root of what? B squared. So, negative 6 squared minus 4. A natin is 1. And C natin is negative 7 over 2 times 1. Okay, the value of x now here is 6 plus minus what? Negative 6 squared is 36. So, square root tayo. Square root of 36 minus negative 28. Okay, 4 times 1 times 7, negative 7 is negative 28 over 2. So, diretsuhin na natin. X is equal to 36. 36 plus 28 is 64. So, therefore, nasa na yung ano ko? 6 plus minus square root of 64 over 2. And if you simplify this, this is x is equal to 6 plus minus square root of 64 is 8 over 2. So the first one here is x sub 1 is equal to 6 plus 8 over 2, and the other one, x sub 2 is equal to 6, no, wait. 6 minus 8 over 2. So, the first value of x, o ilalagay ko dito, no? X sub 1 is equal to 6 plus 8, which is 14. 6 plus 8 is 14 over 2, or x sub 1 is 7. And the other one, x sub 2, we have 6 minus 8, which is negative 2 over 2, or negative 1. Kanina, yung sa domain natin is x such that x is an element of a real number, then, no, not x, sorry. Ba yan, puro x na lang tayo. P tayo, uy. Okay? P tayo. Sorry na. So, P, such that P, then P is not equal to 0. Kahit sabihin po natin na x ito, pwede po itong gawing P. Okay? Isipin natin na itong x sub 1 at saka yung x sub 2, this is the value of P. So, ang tanong, ito po pang values nito ay may 0. Siyempre, wala kang makikita dyan. So, therefore, this is the values of x. And this is not a extraneous root. Hindi po siya extraneous, ha? Not extraneous roots. Okay po? Dahil wala pong nakalagay dyan na p or x sub 1 or x sub 2 is equal to 0. Basta kahit alin dyan, kahit sabihin natin x sub 1 or p na yan, okay lang yan. Okay? Same pa rin yan. So, kapag hindi nyo, or kung malabo dito sa part na ito, pwede nyo pong balikan yung part na medyo malabo. Then, if you have any questions, you can comment there. Question lang yan. Then, I will accommodate your answers. Okay po. Next tayo. Okay, our next example here is n square. Another example, we have here 4 over, balak tayo, n squared plus 8n, hindi po yan minus 12, that is plus 12 yan ha, plus 12, over n over n minus 2 plus 1 over n minus 6. Okay, you have to pause this video and answer this in 10 minutes. To find the domain and the values of x. Then after that, resume this video to see the answer if you are correct. Done already? So let us have this one. So to find out the values of x, of course, to find out the domain first, domain muna tayo ha mga anak. Domain. So ito, nakikita nyo to is trinomial. So what you are going to do is you have to factor this trinomial. So this one is in the form of n minus 2 times n, oops, no, that's not x, but, wait, but this is n minus 6. Okay? So, ganito yon. So, nakita nyo na yung factored form. Parehas lang naman ito. Nandito yung n minus 2, n minus 6. So, therefore, you can find the values of x. So, find the value of n, So, therefore, n minus 2 times n minus 6 is not equal to 0. Since factored siya, so kailangan i-split mo into two parts. Split mo yung factor and equate into not equal to 0. So therefore, n minus 2 should not be equal to 0, and the other one, n minus 6, is not equal to 0. So therefore, n is not equal to 2, and the other one, n is not equal to 6. Kapag may dalawa po dyan, paano natin isusulat yung domain? Ang domain natin is ganito, x, such that x is any as an element of a real number, then x, no. Bakit x pa rin? Sorry na, n pala to, sorry na. O pasensyahan nyo na. At medyo sanay na ang surfloor nyo sa n. Sa x pala, no? Puro na lang si x. Hindi na kinalimutan yung x niya. Joke lang po. Okay, so n should not be equal to 2 and n should not be equal to 6. So, dapat ganito ang isusulat mo. Dahil dalawang restriction dyan, dapat doon sa final answer mo, dapat wala ka ako makikita na value ni n o yung value ni x sub 1 o x sub 2 to be 2 or negative 6 or both. So, anything. Okay? So, dapat hindi wala ka makikita ganito. Next tayo. So, once you find out the domain of this one, so, let's go over to the values of x. So, medyo mahaba-haba. Ito, no? So, ulitin ko po ha. Ito po ay plus ulit to. Okay? Napalitan lang po yan. So, ang ating LCD is dalawa lang yan. Ito kasi is n minus 2 times n minus 6. So, ito yung factored form ha. So, ito ay, ang LCD nito is n minus 2 times n minus 6. Okay? Then, you have to divide first the LCD by the denominator, then multiply it to the numerator. So, una muna, we have, eto, lahat na to tatanggalin na yan, no? Tatanggalin na itong dalawa. O, isipin natin, tanggalin na yung dalawa. Times 4, which is 4 lang. Okay, 4 lang to. Okay, mali to anak. Isa lang to, 4. Equals, let's say, n minus 2. Sunod. Ang matatanggal dito sa part na ito ay n minus 2 lang. Okay? Ang matitira, n minus 6 times n. So, therefore, n times n minus 6 plus. Dito, ang matatanggal dito, n minus 6 na lang. So, matitira dito is n minus 2 times 1, which is 1 times n minus 2. Ganun lang kasimple. Then, simplify. We have 4 equals n squared minus 6n plus n minus 2. Ganun lang kasimple. And then, this will become what? 4 equals n squared 6n plus negative 6n plus n. This is negative 5n minus 2. And then, yung 4, tatranspose sa kabila. So, therefore, we have 0 is equal to n squared minus 5n minus 2 minus 4. So, minus 2 minus 4, or negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. So, therefore, 0 is equal to n squared minus 5n minus 6 or n squared minus 5n minus 6 equals to 0. Ganun lang kasimple. And then use the quadratic formula again. So kapag ginawa ko itong into quadratic formula, ang lalabas dito ay, sisimplihan ko na lang to ha, kung minsan. So x is equal to negative of negative 5 plus minus square root of b squared. So negative 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 6 divided by 2 times 1. So if you simplify this, this will become 5 plus minus, 25 na lang to. 25. So square root of 25. 4 times 6 is 24. So minus negative 24 over 2. And this one, x is equal to 5 plus minus 25 plus 24. This is 49 or square root of 49 over 2. And this one will become x is equal to 5 plus minus 7 over 2. Therefore, we have here x sub 1 is equal to 5 plus 7 over 2, and the other one, x sub 2 is equal to 5 minus 7 over 2. So 5 plus 7, which is 12 over 2 or 6. So ang x sub 1 natin is 6. And the other one is 5 minus 7 divided by 2. This is negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. But since, take a look on the domain again. N tayo ha, letter N na tayo. Kasi ang value na ginamit dun sa given ay N. So therefore, N such that N is an element of a real number, then N should not be equal to, ang kanina ay 2, isa ay 2, and N is not equal to 6. Oops, may nakita ako. So, sa restriction, merong akong nakita isang root na pwedeng matawag na extraneous. Alin dito sa roots na ito ang pwede nating matawag as extraneous? Kung ang sagot mo ay ito, then this is correct. So therefore, this is an example of extraneous root. Meaning to say that if you replace the values of x here to this original equation, then everything must be a 0. So, ang tatanggap lang ng root ay, ang final answer mo sa root ay ito lang. X is equal to negative 1, not 6. I hope that this is clear to you. Yan, papunta na tayo sa last example. So our last example will be this one. Papunta tayo dito. We have here 20 over x squared minus 25 minus 3 over x minus 5 is equal to 2 over x plus 5. So please give yourself a 10-minute by pausing this video. Then after that, you have to play it again to find out the answer and check if your answer is the same as this one. Pause this video now. Are you done? So let us have an answer. So, on this particular type of problem, x squared minus 25. As you can see, ditong dalawang to, no? X squared minus 25. This one can be also written in factored form as, since this is sum and difference of two squares, so therefore x minus 5 times x plus 5 po to. Okay, square root ng x squared, x square root of 25, 5. So, pero yung isa dyan, plus and minus. So, therefore, x plus 5 times x minus 5. So, ano ang domain? Okay, the domain here is, ito yon, x minus 5 tsaka x plus 5. So, therefore, x minus 5 times x plus 5 is not equal to 0. Then, two parts we have here. X minus 5 is not equal to 0, and the other one, x plus 5 is not equal to 0. So therefore, x is equal to, ilipat ang 5 sa kabila, so therefore, x is not equal to 5, and the other one, x is not equal to negative 5. Therefore, our domain is this one, which is x, not x. Kala mo, x. Ah, hindi, x pa nga. O, tama. Sorry na. X such that x is an element of a real number and x is not equal to 5 and of course x is not equal to negative 5. So, yun po ang domain. So, kailangan sa paghahanap po natin ng x, kailangan hindi po siya 5 or negative 5 or else pwede siyang maging extraneous rule. Next po tayo. So, kanina sabi ko po, ito po ay x minus 5 and x plus 5. So, our LCD, napakadali lang yan. So, LCD nito ay x minus 5 times x plus 5. Okay? Ito lang po yan. So, ganito lang yan. So, you have to divide again the LCD to the numerator, to the denominator, I mean, then multiply it to the numerator. Again, divide the LCD to the denominator and then multiply to the numerator. Since itong dalawang to, cancel na itong dalawang to, so therefore this will become what? 20 na lang yan. Okay? So this is 20 equals, sunod. So, ang matitira dito sa 20 minus pala to, sorry. 20 minus. So, dito, ang makakancel mo lang dyan yung x minus 5. Ang matitira is x plus 5 times 3. So, therefore, minus 3 times x minus, hindi, plus pala to. Plus 5, sorry na. Equals, then, yung susunod, ang tatanggalin mo is x plus 5. Ang matitira is x minus 5 times 2, which is 2 times x minus 5. And this one is linear. Kapag linear po, okay lang po yan. Okay? Okay lang po yan kung linear. Okay? So, kapag po linear ito, okay lang yan. So, pwede. So, ito ay magiging 20 minus 3x plus 15. Ay, no. 3x minus 15, sorry. 3x minus 15 equals 2x minus 10. Then, simplify. We have here 20 minus 15 is 5 minus 3x is equal to 2x minus 10. Then, you have to transpose. So, we have here dito at saka ito. Okay, so this will become 15 is equal to 5x. Then divide both sides by 5. Therefore, the value of x here is 3. Tama ba ako? X is equal to, wait lang, double check natin. So, x plus 5 ito. Okay. So, 20 minus 15 is 5. Minus 3x is equal to 2x. O tama, negative 5x. 5x, tama. Wait lang. Okay, tama. Okay, tama pala yung yung form. Ito naman. So, tama. X minus 5 Tama, tama. X is equal to 3. Ang tanong, itong X is equal to 3, kabilang dito sa domain kanina na X such that X is any element of a real number, then X should not be equal to 5 and X is not equal to negative 5. Ang tanong, ito bang X ba na value is kabilang doon sa extraneous root? Siyempre hindi. Kasi 3 yan, hindi yan 5 or negative 5. Kung 5 yan or negative 5 man yan, then we can say that that one is extraneous root. Therefore, this is your values of, or this is the value of X and that is your domain. Ito yung domain ha. Ito yung domain. Ito yung domain na nasa baba. Ito yung values dx na hindi po siya extraneous root. I hope that you understand this. Huwag po kayong matakot, balikan yung part na hindi nyo maintindihan. Pwede nyo ulit-ulitin. Ngayon, if you have any questions na medyo malabo pa sa inyo, pwede kayong magtanong sa ating comment section. And that's it for our topic of solving quadratic equation by completing the square and using quadratic formula. So please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is Sir Flor, and this is Learn High School Mathematics with Sir Flor. Keep safe, everyone, and God bless you.